We find that a lot of service and repair customers are a little tentative when they talk with their automotive advisors. They want to ask questions, but don't want to be embarrassed or even seem pushy. So tell me, James, what's been your experience?
Oh, you're right. Cars are very complicated, and most people really don't know that much about them. I think it's because cars have become so much more reliable that the average person just doesn't need to know as much to keep their vehicle on the road.
So what do you suggest to help bridge the gap?
You know, our local hospitals have a patient's bill of rights that they post throughout the hospital. I think our customers have the right to ask any question they need to understand what's wrong with their car and what it'll take to fix it. They need to feel free to ask about the costs and the benefits of recommended services. They certainly have the right to understand the financial end of the transaction.
Oh, so it's all about the communication, isn't it?
Sure is. It's a little harder when you're trying to find the right service center, but once you've developed a relationship, the communication should come easier.
So can you tell me what are some of the barriers of communication?
Well, let's go back to the medical example. When your doctor's explaining something to you, it's something that she understands very well and she's very familiar with. So she may use jargon you don't understand or forget that you don't have the education and training that's foundational to understanding what she's trying to explain. So you fall behind and you get frustrated. It's much the same with your service advisor. Most of them are very busy trying to service and fix cars and get their customers back on the road. So I would tell folks to just ask when they feel they need more information.
Now tell me, what areas have you found to be the most frustrating to customers?
Definitely financial related issues.
Okay.
If you're not sure, ask what the payment policies are. For example, there's a big difference between giving your car a quick once over and doing a thorough inspection. Diagnosing a problem may take quite a while. Make sure you know what's done as a courtesy and what has a fee. I mean, you still have to pay for the office visit even if a doctor tells you you only have a cold.
Well, that makes sense. And what else should we know?
Communication is a two-way street. If you have some real budget concerns, ask your service advisor what he can do. He can give you priorities and options. I can tell a customer that what needs to be done and taken care of right away for safety reasons or financial reasons. Then we can work out a plan for when to get the rest done.
That sounds really helpful.
I can also help them with options on their parts. My preference is to always use a high-quality part with a reputation for reliability. I feel strongly that this is the best for my customers, but if money is real tight, I might be able to find a rebuilt part or a used part. I tell my customers the differences in the guarantees for the part, so they can make a good decision. Ask about warranties for the parts and labors. Be sure to get all the paperwork you need to make that possible claim in the future. Your service center and its technicians stand behind their work and want you to understand precisely what that means.
That sounds good. So tell me, do you have any final thoughts?
Yes, I do. Be sure to ask and keep your detailed explanation of all the work that's done on your vehicle. These records will help you keep track of your service and warranties to document the good care your vehicle has received when the time comes to sell it.
As always, thank you, James. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.